Oh my gosh, this whole time I have had the mic muted. I thought I unclicked it. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Alright, anyway, what we're looking at here is we're going to look at the price of the Land Raider. Basically, you guys have seen the Land Raider that we've done, but I'll go over some of it again just because. We're going to look at the price of the Land Raider. Alright, I'm probably going to have to shrink this so I can get it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to show you, or tell you, I'm probably not going to go through all this just to do it again, but let me bring me up here. Alright, let's find the Land Raider. What the hell, Games Workshop? Alright, Land Raider. There you go, man. Your basic Land Raider. Hold on, let me go back to that other page. Your basic Land Raider. What the? Come on. This has got to be the worst. Alright, let's see if you guys can see that. Yeah. So your basic Land Raider is $80 now. Okay? Land Raider Crusader, which we just, the hull at least, we have just, you know, printed, is $96, as well as the Land Raider Redeemer, which is also the hull that we, that's really what that was. Okay? And that's the weapons that were on it. $96. Guess what's happening in March? Prices are going up. So, damn near $100 for this thing. Okay? It cost me hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I just need to go to my order. Hold on one second here, guys. Don't mind all the baby stuff. And model stuff and computer stuff. Okay, so each one of these, we'll pull that up. And here we go. $163.96 for these 2-gallon jugs, part A and B. Alright? I haven't even made a dent in these things printing this. Okay? I mean, we're talking, what is that? We'll say 1, 2, okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll say 8 cups. Yeah, I haven't even made a dent. I would say that I could probably realistically print. Oh my gosh. By the way, to make the mold, $33.99 times 3. So to make this mold as big as it was, sorry guys, I'm tired as well. About $100. We'll say a little over $100, right? So for 263 bucks, let's just say that I can make 5 or 6 of these things. Well, no. Well, initially. And then the cost, you know, basically goes down from there because this mold is not going to go bad if I treat it right. So, I mean, look at that thing, man. It's amazing. Well, I'm sorry, you guys can't see it now because I got it covered up by this. So, hold on. I mean, I'm telling you, it is far better than I could have ever hoped for. I mean, I really can't even believe it. I mean, you've got literally all the little knobs and stuff so you can slide an assault cannon on. You could get the parts off of eBay if you wanted to, or make your own, you know, to cast, whatever. I mean, this thing is amazing. It's just amazing. And, you know, for those of you just joining the channel, I apologize that there was no, you know, there was no volume or whatever, or if you're still here, but you can go back and you can see the reveal of this thing. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. And that's all there is extra on the bottom, the way that I did it. And all you had was this, your ice cream tote, and the plastic materials, and you're done. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm gonna move the camera back where it belongs. Gosh, I'm super excited. So yeah, and I can't wait to prime this bad boy up, and you know, because obviously the white it's a little hard to see some of it, you know, but I mean, dude. And when you do your first, anytime, for those of you that are new to the channel, anytime you do your first molds or whatever, you're gonna get like this extra hanging out, because it's what was left and what stuck the first time, until your mold kind of, in my mind, cleans itself. Hold on a second. Grab some tweezers here. But after that, you know, I mean, it does. It basically cleans itself of the extra. I mean, by the time I get through with all the decorations, and you guys have seen me do the real Land Raiders, or the legit, you know, store-bought Gaming Workshop Land Raiders, by the time I get through with all that, you're not, other than the weight of this thing, you're probably not even going to notice. I mean, you just won't. I mean, this is so cool. I can literally just pour some more right now and just have it sitting there, you know, and deal with it later. And I'll have 2 Land Raiders. Now the only challenge is space. Where am I going to put all these things? But no, I already knew about that anyway. So, with that being said, I want to present something else to you guys here in just a second, because I'm excited about this. That's why I'm messing with it. So, a friend of mine and I have been playing on Tabletop Simulator, as you guys will notice from the last episode, and I have learned quite a few things, just mainly through trial and error and whatnot. That I think would be beneficial for some of you guys, as long as you have the patience to go through it. That's the key. If you don't, then it won't be beneficial to you at all. It's just the way it goes. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that up here if I can. Go ahead and close this stuff here. Let me get, let's see, get Steam up and running here. See if we can't get Tabletop Simulator running. Getting it running is not the problem. It's, there we go, getting the screen to work with OBS and actually work. Nope, it's working. I think it's because of the changes I made. Alright, so anyway, let me just move this over here and we'll show you what we're doing. So, I think you guys will enjoy this. Alright, so what I did, I got tired of looking at the black bases, okay, for our guys. Oh, well first, you guys may have seen this on the other video. I made new hexes, and in the process I learned how to put images on them, okay, which made our board considerably more cinematic in a way. And we've already played one mission and I won. I'm gonna rub it in your face, Ty, but I took over this city portion here. That being said, I got tired of the black bases and I wanted something else. And initially I had sand on here. Well, I started making more of these tokens, and basically it's this right here, okay? And I want to show you how to do this, okay? It's really simple. Let's see. I'll just grab a... Wait, I don't have Black Templars. What the heck? Alright, well, we'll just grab this Blood Angels Chaplain here. Actually, that's gonna be too big at the moment because I don't feel like resizing anything. Here, let's grab another Imperial Fist here. Here we go. And in the meantime, we'll get rid of this dude. Your service with the Emperor is over. And then all you do, okay, if you notice, I put this stuff in there. Do not delete. Change the first mesh to change base colors, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And it's tied to all the bases on the board. What happened was I had all of these guys individually set up with sand, and there's multiple states for like your tactical marines, so you have to do each one individually, you know what I'm saying, for all your stuff. I didn't have to do that with the sergeants or the captain. But anyway, I started putting, you know, things, hold on. I started putting things on these guys, okay? What happened? No. I forgot I locked it down. What I'm probably going to want to do, if I was going to do this, is go ahead and delete this stuff. Just because, which by the way, if you're really paying attention, there's a quick way as well to not only delete all of this stuff, but add. You can literally, like, instead of having to like hold down the delete button or whatever, hold shift and page down, and it will highlight everything even if you can't see it, and then you can just delete it. All right, so now we got a clean token, right? Well, all you had to do, well, the easiest way to do it would be, and I think this is part of the reason why I was having problems to begin with, line yourself completely up, okay? Straight up over the model, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a little off or like that. I just mean like your camera straight up and down. Pick up your token, and you're going to want to make sure, besides lining it up as best you can, you're going to want to make sure that when you, and I'll go back and show you how to do this. Anyway, you do that, and then you're going to go over here to the Combine tool, all right, and make sure it's on Attach. Hold down on the token first, and then gradually go over until you actually have the object that you're looking for, or I mean that you're trying to attach it to. But do the token first, then let go, and when it flashes around, you know you have them both combined, just like that. Okay, so now they are together. Now this tactical marine does not have, you know, there's the black base because we haven't done everybody for him. But we don't have to because, you know, we already have some. Now, the happy coincidence here is, and I mean, you're not going to notice that it's a little bit taller or anything like that, but now you have a base. I wanted to make bases for every map. The problem was I was like, gosh, man, you know how much work that's going to be? So, as you guys probably already saw, where did I put them? I had already started making these. Well, little did I know, the one that I copied, I had them all sitting over here. Little did I know, the one I copied and changed, I wasn't looking at all this. It changed. I must have hit the wrong button because it asked if you want to change all of the, you know, the similar items. And I thought I hit no, but I must have hit yes or okay or something. So I saved the game, went out, was looking for some other things, came back, and all of our Space Marines that we have set up for our battles had grass terrain underneath their feet. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? And it was, I mean, I didn't know what to do. And I'm trying to figure out how to fix this, whatever. And just through trial and error, I was like, well, maybe it's tied into something. Maybe I did something. Sure enough, this guy right here, okay, the original token, okay, if I want to change him, let's just say I'm going to change it into a lava base. And you're gonna want to hit cloud if you want to do multiplayer, by the way. All right, and you're gonna use this top image on. I mean, you can do both in case you want to flip it over or something like that, but you're not really gonna need to once you actually join it. Hit import. See right here? I must have hit update when that happened. Found 43 matching custom objects. Do you also want to update them to match? Yes. So update it. Boom. Now you don't have to do anything. All your guys, anything that you have that is copied off of there, now have the appropriate base to whatever battlefield you want to fight on. Isn't that something, guys? Look at that. So I have terrain or bases or pictures or whatever for this kind of stuff. So now I can do that, and we can have stuff that's going to match or relatively match the battle mat that we're on, make our guys stand out a little bit better and look a lot cooler on the tabletop. So I thought you guys might like to see that. Also, I have been getting out all of my stuff, if you will. I'm gonna move this mold real quick. Regarding, all the stuff we're putting together and repairing and whatnot from my hobby. And in the process of the city fight terrain, Imperials, what is it called? Sector Imperialis or whatever, with all the buildings and stuff like that, and the stuff I don't have put together. I was able to find, thankfully, to some awesome dudes out there that were able to import this kind of stuff into Tabletop Simulator for us. I was able to find sort of the Sector Imperialis stuff. Let me pull that one up. Not these buildings over here that I made, but I mean like stuff that actually looks like what you have in the game. So, all right. Well, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Games and save maps. And City Build Simulator. So now I'm actually using Tabletop Simulator to build, basically draft my boards that I'm going to make, my new table and everything that I'm going to be making, from 4x4 to 4x6 to 4x8. And I'm doing it, I scaled everything to include this Titan here.
BA20252. Hi, my name is Ben.
Hey Ben, how's it going? Are you able to see me, Ben? Because for some reason it says that I'm not streaming to Twitch, but I haven't actually checked. But, I scaled everything. I scaled the Marines, I scaled the buildings, I scaled the Titan, and I scaled the board. So now I can accurately use this as a drafting table to build, and this is 4x8. I even scaled the rulers initially so that I could do all of this stuff and build them, because I plan on taking all of my stuff and magnetizing it so that for storage wise I can magnetize everything on top of each other. But yeah, I mean, everything is to scale for my actual models. Your Marines are 1.5 inches high. This bad boy right here, the Warlord Titan, is 24 inches high by 13 inches deep by 17 inches wide for the Titans that I have. And each one of these panels for the buildings are 2 inches wide by, I think it's 3 1/4 tall. So now I can see exactly what it's going to be like, and I can not make any mistakes as I go to build things. So there is a ton of stuff that you can do on Tabletop Simulator if you put your mind to it. You really can. And I mean, I don't know. The next step is to recolor Space Marines, and I've got a plan for that. I've finally found something for that. And I'm also going to try to make some ground covering terrain here for buildings and stuff, just for our gameplay purposes. But I mean, my gosh, guys, I mean, and I'm going to build, I mean, obviously a Titan's not really going to work on a 4 foot by 8 foot table unless you wanted him to just be a thing that walked through, maybe ambushed a Titan, maybe it was a wounded Titan trying to get out of town, and you're trying to get out of town. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, I love this simulator. It is amazing the things that you can do if you just put your mind to it. And it does take some work. There is some frustration involved, but it, you know, all in all, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. Let's see here. What happened? Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this and go back to our land raider and just kind of do a quick recap on that. As soon as this closes. I'm going to rename this too. TTS. Okay. All right. I don't know if Ben was a bot or what, but anyway. All right. So recap. We've got a mold that we made over the course of, really, if I had all the materials present, this mold would have been made in, well, I probably would have poured the whole thing at once, and then it would have been one solid mold. But again, it worked out that it didn't work out that way, because then it's easier to get it out, and it's two-part mold, as you guys can see. And we can definitely, you know, bring this together. And we had no leakage outside of it. I didn't need any clamps. You can line everything up on the inside because you can see it. I just did a little bit of a rush job, I guess, on the, you know, when I did it initially, because I was so excited that it turned out. We need to see if I can point this out with my trusty brush here. Right here is where the smoke launchers were. I really didn't mean for those to be on there, to be honest with you. I was trying to strip as much crap off as I could, but if we want to get those to work, what we probably need to do is we probably need to pour just a little bit in there and let the air bubbles and stuff like that do its thing, and then they will undoubtedly come out just fine. And then, you know, then we do our layers, and that's what we did. We did layers, mainly because I don't have cups big enough, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure that that would be something that you would want to tackle, you know, having two big giant solo cups, for instance, that you can't even see through, trying to measure everything and then trying to stir all that and then pouring it in here. And it didn't take that long to do multiple layers, and it, I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, here's the result. I mean, you have a literal, you know, hard plastic, legit, you know, sized Land Raider, just like the one that it was molded from. So, I mean, I am thoroughly stoked. So what I'm gonna do is, plus, you know, if anybody ever goes to pick it up, I'm like, Jesus, what the heck? What I plan on doing with this is, like I said, painting them up, mostly chaos stuff, because pretty much all the Space Marine armies I have, they have Land Raiders, and I have two. Well, I have this one with the, with the parts. I just got to glue them back on. But I have this one. I have a brand new one. I have two brand new ones left, and I have my Plague one over here that I can put back together as well for my Nurgle army. And what was I gonna say? Oh, and I'm gonna be doing something like this, excuse me, for rhinos, because I'm gonna want rhinos. And I mean, to know that this was a gamble, guys. I mean, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend the money and just see what we can do. I felt like I had enough experience to pull it off, and we did. I mean, I cannot be unhappy with this in any way. I mean, my gosh, dude, this is like a dream. I mean, when I first started in 40K, I really wanted to be able to make my own stuff. And now I know that you can. You just have to do the planning of, what do I need to take off? What do I need to seal up? You know, like, if I was gonna, for instance, I mean, I won't do it with this guy, but this Dark Eldar dude right here, if I was gonna, you know, mold him the way he is, I know from experience, the arms need to come off, because otherwise I'm gonna have rubber stuff all inside there, and then it will be on the side next to him And that's all I need to do. And if I leave him on the base and put him upside down, there's my pour mechanism right there. And I just pour on one side, it goes down in, it forces the air out. And you guys have seen it before. We've done it. We did it with the Imperial Guard. So what's next? We make a mold of my truck. No, I'm kidding. But it's, I mean, gosh, man, I don't even know. I'm going to have to keep a tally of how many Land Raiders I make with this thing. Because I know I'm going to make one, and it may even be this one. I want to make one that it's not for gaming purposes. It's a friend of mine that's not into 40K anymore. I don't know that he ever even possessed a Land Raider. But I want to get one together, and I want to send it to him just as something he can set up somewhere, you know, after it's all painted and everything. Send it to him, and yeah. So, anyway, I don't know how long I've been yammering on here, but we're going to call it quits. Super excited. Now it's time to get some sleep. So anyway, thank you guys again, and we'll see you next time.